we have disconnected ourselves on so many levels from nature, from this life-giving planet that we need to address, and we need to somehow reconnect. We've got, of course, the obvious one is our disconnection from the environment, where somehow we've managed to over the years, the last few centuries, we've managed to somehow think that we are elevated and not a part of the environment. We have this belief that the environment and nature and all that the earth holds is just there for our exploitation and for our benefit. And whilst it's there for our benefit, it should rather be seen as something that we can benefit from, of course, because that's where ultimately all life comes from, the forest. The very stuff that we need to stay alive, the energy that we need, which is ultimately solar power. But that solar power we can't use as humans. We need to get it from the plants and from the environment. So we need to reconnect to the environment. We also need to reconnect to other people through the advances, if that's the right term to use, through the advances of technology and social networks. We have less contact with other people, less meaningful contact with other people. And without that meaningful contact, we have reduced levels of intimacy with other people, and together that means we have less trust. And if we don't have that contact and intimacy and trust, we have a reduced sense of relationship, and that's obviously going to impact on the way that we behave. But perhaps more importantly than that is that reduced intimacy and contact and trust and sense of relationship can result in illnesses. Work is perhaps the third one, where we are undertaking tasks. Far too many of us are undertaking tasks that have no meaning. Human beings we're creative. We are creative beings, and we need to have purpose. And the thought of sitting and working for 8 hours on repeated tasks, 8 hours a day, 40, 50 hours a week, on doing something that has no meaning, obviously is going to have an impact. And we need to, with this disconnect in terms of work and with other people, we need to find substitutes to somehow manage those feelings that come out of our disconnection from work and from other people and from the environment. And then a fourth one would perhaps be ourselves. We've forgotten who we are. We need to ask that question: who are we really? What is my purpose? How do I function and fit into this reality? And these are important questions. Intuition, perhaps, is something that sums up everything in terms of our disconnection, where we have lost our intuition. We ignore our gut feelings. For millennia, society has existed on intuition, and they paid attention to their gut feelings. They were connected to the environment, to each other. They did meaningful work. So intuition is another one that we need to reconnect with.